Hello, hello, hello. Oh, let me move my coffee cup. That might help, huh? Impromptu live. Sorry, everyone. That's kind of the only way I can do it. I never know. I mean, I'm off today, but I never know if I'm going to be able to go live or not. So I typically just pop up. I hope everyone's doing well today. I'm just trying to get YouTube up on another device. That way you can see the chat a little bit more easily. That may not make sense. Well, I don't know. We'll see. But I just thought I would come on while I'm crocheting for a bit. I'm working on corner to corner with a, hi Amy, with an anniversary cake. I'm having a little bit of a hard time because I only have one 9mm hook. And it's not super friendly with the yarn. So I may have to see if I can get something else. But that's okay. Because that's what I have to work with. And I think it's turning out really nicely. I'm not color controlling or anything. I'm just letting it go. I'm going to try to make it big for my bed. Because I made one for my daughter. And she really loved it. But I made it small because she's small. Hi, Mantha. How are you? But she's, of course, her bed is smaller, so she doesn't need all of the largeness that comes with an anniversary cake. Me too. I had to hunt and hunt and hunt for this. This one's called Chocolate Fountain. And it's the only anniversary cake that I really was drawn to, like color-wise. I mean, they're all really nice and they're big and lovely and squishy, don't get me wrong. But when I was looking at the colorways, I saw this one actually on Bag O'Day's channel because she showed all of them. But I saw that one and I was like, if I get one, that's the one I want. So, yeah, it's right here. I've tried to leave it as much in the cake as possible because I've just started, so I know it's gonna be a little bit before I have to like wind it up. But I think it would work up faster if I liked the hook more, because I don't think it's the yarn. I mean, the yarn, it's not bothering my fingers or it's not hurting me or anything like that, but it is definitely a pain with the hook, just because it's, so if you look at it, it's really lightly spun, so it comes apart fairly easily depending on the hook that you have. I was jealous for a long time of the people that had any because I couldn't get my hands on any. But no longer. But I'm sure there are a lot of yarns. I'm sorry. Do you live in Australia, Mantha? I want to remember correctly. I don't remember correctly all the time. So I'm trying to remember. Trying to remember. But I wasn't going to if I couldn't get my hands on one of these. And I got them when they were on sale. So I got them when they were, the UK. I got them when they were $19.99. So I was looking on Michael's for, I was going to order another cotton cake because that's what I did my daughter's C2C in. And I was looking for more of those, but online on Michael's, if you order, you have to order with a lot of them, you have to order the whole bag. So you have to order all three. And I didn't want all three. But when I was looking, I saw that the anniversary cakes were $19.99, and I was like, you don't have to buy three of those. So I knew I wanted to make a blanket with it. So I got two because at $19.99, you know, that's the two for the price of one basically, because they're like, well, that is two for the price of one because they're $39.99 normally. See, this hook is just taking so long. It shouldn't take this long to do a double crochet. Even talking, it shouldn't take that long to do a double crochet. Yeah. They're, and then my Michaels didn't have any, for a long time. And then they had, which one was it? One of the blue ones. And then I forget what it's called, but it's got the orange and the purple and the, I don't remember. I want to say jelly bean, but I don't think that's right. It's got some other colors in it, but those are the only two that they, well, that I saw that they had. So I didn't get them because I didn't want them. Oh, my only cup of coffee for the day. I can only have one cup a day or I will be super, super wired. And then I don't accomplish anything because I have the jitters. How do you guys feel about coffee? Are you coffee drinkers? I also can't have really dark coffee. It's too strong for my stomach. So, but I also like a lot of tea. I do drink tea. I have to be careful though. I can't have a lot of the fruity teas because I'm allergic to so many fruits. So I have to be careful. I feel bad when people, like when I buy things from small businesses, you know, they send candies and teas and whatnot, and I always get nervous when I open packages because I don't know if I'm gonna have an allergic reaction or not. So I try to be careful. Sometimes I'll get my son to open it and look in it, especially if I'm going to do a video on it. Because I want to be surprised at what's in it, but I don't want to go into anaphylactic shock on camera. So I have to be really careful. When I was sick, when I was going through chemo, the smell of coffee made me nauseous. And it makes me nauseous when I'm pregnant. So, which that's not happening anymore, but it was a sign when it would make me very, very ill. It was a sign that something was different. Well, huh, honey? You want to come say hello? Hold on. We have a visitor. I have to put this over here because it's very fluffy and he will try to play with it. You want to say hello? Oh, sorry, buddy. Want to say hello? Say hi. Hmm? Want to have some? Hi. I know I got coffee breath, but you have cat food breath, so say hello to everyone. Hmm? Say hello. Yeah. Oh, oh, sorry. I shocked you. That hurt. Yeah, he's my buddy. He's my buddy. Oh. Are you ready to go now? Okay. All right. Hold on. Don't jump. Don't jump. Don't jump. Don't jump. I got you. Don't jump. There you go. I have to be careful not to let him jump too much because he had surgery on his paws. I mean, it was a couple weeks ago, but they said for about a month he's got to be really careful. So, tried making a cat not jump. It's lots of fun following him around, trying to help him not jump off the bed and whatnot. Don't jump off the window. Don't jump off the chair or the cat tree or any of those things. Don't jump. Don't jump. I felt so bad for him though. So what are you guys working on? Anything? Are you getting ready for work? Or, well, if you're in the UK, Mantha, it's the middle of the day for you. Are you on a lunch break? Oh, allergic to animals. That's so sad. He is I mean, yeah, I guess you could say stubborn. He is a rescue, and he was, when I got him from the shelter, his paperwork said that when they picked him up, he was a very aggressive and I forget the other word they used, but he wasn't very nice. So he'd actually been brought back several times. Well, not several, but I think 2 or 3 times he'd been brought back. He'd been adopted out and brought back. So they told me that if I brought him back, he would no longer be adoptable. My daughter went to a in-home daycare when she was little. It was a much smaller setting, and I liked it better than a big daycare. More attention, more focus. And the lady that she worked with, or that worked with her, actually had people come in and help with lessons for some of the older ones. So she would have them help with, you know, doing colors and songs and all that kind of stuff. So that was really lovely. But I noticed when I got him that he was very sensitive. So it wasn't that he was mean necessarily, but there were times when he wouldn't want to be touched in certain places, especially around his face, and his legs, period. You could not touch his legs. So here, when you adopt someone, hey, yay, I'm so glad, Ursula. Hello, hello. But when you adopt an animal, you have to take them to the vet within so many days and send information back to the shelter that you got them checked out. And they did some x-rays because I asked them about his legs because I was worried something was wrong. And they said that he had been declawed at some point, but that they... Ooh, hooded cowl. That sounds fancy. Um, with his feet, when they declawed him, you know, declawing is terrible. It's terrible, terrible, because they take part of what would essentially be the finger off. Sorry. But whoever did it didn't do it correctly. So it was basically like his claws were growing inside of his feet. And it was very painful for him. So he had surgery so that it could be corrected. And yeah, that was fun. But he also had some teeth that were uh, abscessed, I think is the word. So, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to declaw them in general because that's horrible for the cat, but I mean, if you're going to do something, at least do it right. Um but now he's so sweet, and um he's not nearly as aggressive because he doesn't hurt so much. And they can't tell you. And that broke my heart. I cried so hard when I realized what was wrong. Um, because I'd only had him for like 3 days at the house before I got a vet appointment for him. So, um, I I was it was so sad. Um, but he's really sweet now, and I mean, he's still kind of a jerk sometimes, but I think that's just a cat's nature to be like, don't touch me right now. I don't want to be bothered. But he's not nearly as aggressive. He won't try to hit you or anything like that, because he was really bad about that. Really bad about that. And I think people didn't want to investigate. They were just like, no, he's too aggressive. And they would send him back. So, well, what about this cowl that you're working on? What are you doing it in? You said it's a custom order. I haven't gotten any big custom orders. I got custom orders for some towel toppers that I did. I showed on a video. They were Valentine's Day ones. So, yes, yes. It definitely has to be on their terms. But he was very aggressive before. I mean, and I say that not in a mean way. Like, he wasn't feeling well, and when you're not feeling well, you don't want to be touched, bothered, leave me alone. So I definitely understand. Crochet crowds. Ooh, what's that about? Crochet crowds cow blanket. What's that all about? I'll have to look that up. There's so many going on. I did my first cow ever with Lisa Ladybird. She did a pick and mix cow, and I ended up making this gigantic blanket. It wasn't supposed to be that big, but it was. And I love it. But that was the first cowl I'd actually ever done. Uh, and now it's like I see them everywhere. Like, there's one I really want to do, but I gotta I gotta be careful with my time, because I do work full time as well. Uh, but Spring, the fiber enthusiast, she has, oh, what's it called? Pineapples. I know that because I'm allergic to them. I remember that. Pineapples. Pineapples on the Boardwalk. That's what it's called. And she's putting the videos up so that you can crochet along with the videos. And then Carrie the Yarny Elephant is doing the whatchamacallit blanket from is it Hooked on Sunshine or Hooked by Sunshine? I don't know. And then front post, back post, rib cowl, half double crochet in the back loops. Oh, it disappeared. Oh, okay. It sounds really pretty. What are you using to make it? I love the feel of the front post, back post. It just makes it so squishy. It uses a lot of yarn, but it makes it really squishy. Makes it really squishy. It makes it really squishy. That was one of the, it was back post double crochet, or back post period, that we had to do for the pick and mix, and I did back post treble, which was a chore. I'd never done back post treble before. And the whole idea of the cowl was to challenge yourself with stitches, you know, because the wheel chose the stitches and whatnot. So, ooh, you're doing the whatchamacallit cowl too? That's cool. That's awesome. I'm going to turn this down so I can keep up with the chat on here, because I can't keep up with the chat. It disappears. So like I'm on my phone and it just disappears as I'm typing or reading. So if you see me looking down here, I've got the chat running so I can see it going. I also want to see your stitch. Oh, okay. Calming. Oh, somebody mentioned that on Reggie from J Hook Crochet. The person actually that won her giveaway mentioned that cowl, Calming Comfort Afghan, because she was doing Yarniversity yesterday, and oh, it was so wonderful. If you don't, if you like yarn, check that out. The Yarniversity from J Hook Crochet, which you probably already know about, but she was doing something on different cultures and their fiber traditions, and it was really great. But the week before, she had done crochet alongs and make alongs, and I got kind of overwhelmed listening to that one because I was like, there's so many. But the person that won her giveaway had mentioned that one. I don't remember who it was, but she had said she hadn't mentioned that one in her list. So ooh, awesome. Is it a free pattern or is it a paid for pattern? I haven't even looked into it. Because I know the Twisted Fiber friends, they were doing, they had their first group show yesterday, and they're doing a bod scarf crochet along too, but it's only like 2 weeks long. I really like, well, I'm a nerd anyway when it comes to, it's a paid pattern. When it comes to just information in general. I'm a teacher, so I like to learn, and I like information and sharing it and all of that stuff, so I enjoy watching it. No worries. Oh, okay. All right. Well, if she's live, I'm not gonna have anybody, so definitely have a good one. I'll probably hop off and go join her live too. But thanks for stopping by, everyone. I had a great time. And if you're catching the replay, thanks for watching. I'll keep you updated on my progress of my C2C blanket. All right. But yeah, I'm going to go check Ursula out too. Bye, everyone.